What's going on, everybody? Thanks for checking out Sunday Morning Comics. I'm Justin, and it's Sunday morning, so we're talking about comics, man. Talking about comics. I thought today we'd do a fun topic of what if you just started collecting today? Like, what if the day was the first day you picked up a comic book? Ever. What would you pick up? What would you grab? We'll set some parameters for this experiment as we go. But hope everybody's having a great Sunday. It's Mother's Day here, so make sure you hug your mom. Tell your mom you love her because it's Mother's Day, right? And hopefully you'll probably get some good food out of the day also. So, again, hope everybody's having a great weekend. It's been a good time here. Put up a haul yesterday, finally caught up on all that. Man, that was I think like 5 weeks. I think that was 5 weeks worth of books that I threw in that one haul video. So that was insane. Who we got here in the comments so far? We got Comically Flawed. How's it going, brother? And Holger Peterson. How's it going, Holger? Flawed said, if I just started today, I'd be even further behind on getting cool stuff than I already am. Haha, yes. But if you just started today, you wouldn't even know what the cool stuff was yet, would you? So you would have to go into it with a completely different mindset. Like I said, we'll set parameters. And, like I said, yesterday, my shop had a sale for the first time. Maybe I went later than I was supposed to or something. I don't know. I got there and there wasn't anything magical there to be seen. You know what I'm saying? But I did find some magic stuff, so. But not Magic the Gathering. But you know what I'm talking about. Don't worry, no Magic Gathering. Oh, so they gave me this nice Metro PCS bag. So that's awesome of them. I guess they ran out of all the Free Comic Book Day bags on Free Comic Book Day. So they were down to giving away these things. Whatever, it's okay. Somebody will get a birthday gift at some point in a Metro PCS bag. That would be funny. Wait, do I get amazing phones for free? When you switch. So it's not really for free. You have to do something. That's a lie then. Matilda, how's it going, Matilda? Hope you're having a good day also. Alright, so I did pick up a few books yesterday, but it was just some random long box diving. I really wasn't looking for anything. I didn't have a ton of time like I was expecting to have there yesterday. So, just a few things. Let me get these in somewhat of an order because there's a purpose to some of this stuff. A bit of a purpose, not much of one. Okay, see, it's not that many books. They basically did a, what was their deal? It was buy two, get one free type thing. Was pretty much how they done it. And I should have gone in with a different mindset and bought, like, something else. But it's all good. It's all good. Matilda's alive! Alright, good job. Depending upon how much money I have, I would select a few series because of cover and then collect what I liked. Holger, good choice. Good choice, brother. Good choice. Yeah, it's a good choice. It's a good way to do it. I would say, we'll say, like, the parameter is, like, going into a shop for the first time, buy 3 books, right? Buy 3 books. Now, you're going to walk in there and have an idea of either from, like, movies or TVs or something has already sparked your interest to make you want to walk in there, right? So something, you have an idea of some type of random superhero that you already like or something, right? That's what brought you into that shop. So, one, you're going to pick up something that you're familiar with, that you kind of recognize and you think is going to be cool. So, you're probably going to get, you know, a main, like, you know, I don't even know how you would say it, just like a main, like, solid rock of the comic book lore, as it were. So, like, Superman, Batman, Justice League, Avengers, Thor, Cap, Iron Man, like somewhere in that range of characters will probably be one you pick to go ahead and grab a book from. Matilda bought 2 the first time at her shop. Nice. Steve Costello, how's it going, Steve? How's it going, brother? Yeah, Steve. When did that book go out? I gotta check that. Did it get there yet, Steve? Now I want to know. Threw me off. Okay, so Chan the Nerd's here. What's going on, Chan the Nerd? Miss Hustle, how's it going? How is it going? Okay, all right. So we'll go through these books, and then we'll get back on the topic of what you would do. I like what ifs, right? What ifs are fun to do. It's kind of like Elseworlds, but it's a what if. So it's a Marvel's Elseworlds, I guess. Started collecting today. It's very crazy what you would do. Okay, so books I picked up yesterday. Just a few, but we'll go through these. I had to grab this, just kind of completing like my upper run of New Mutants. This is 94. I mean, come on. Rob Liefeld at his awesomeness there. No feet. But Wolverine on the cover with Cable, I kind of had to grab it. You know what I'm saying? Had to grab this one. And like I said, this was they had it for $5. $5 with no backboard. This is why I don't get a lot of back issues at my shop. But it's okay. Flawed said, instead of starting collecting today, can I have a time machine? It would be easier on my bank account. Yes, sir, it would. Yes, it would. Yeah, at any point, even, yeah. I'm with you. It is it not? I mean, realistically, if you look at it, it could be a cover for any of the, like, Bloodstrike or Brigade or even Youngblood. Really what it is. So it's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome. I couldn't pass it up, you know what I'm saying? It was between like this one and 93 or something like that, and I went with this one. 93 had a little bit of like damage at one of the corners that I wasn't really happy about. I know, no board. Miss Hustle. Oh my god, my shop kills me with this. They kill me with this. Virtually nothing is in a board. They're horrible about that. Whatever. Like I said, I don't really pick up a ton of back issues at my shop unless they are not in a normal back issue bin, which they just have, underneath all of their racks of trades are all the alphabetical back issues. And so there's just, a bazillion. A bazillion, that's a number. But nothing, virtually nothing. You flip through there, and there are like variant covers and things like that have backboards. So certain books that actually are worth something, but anything that they value at under $10, no backboard whatsoever. It's kind of crazy. I know, that's what I'm saying, Steve. No backboard. Everything should be $1, right? You don't like that book. Something is not right about it. Even over at Second and Charles, like outside of the 50-cent bin over there, virtually everything is in a backboard. Whether or not it needs to be rebagged and boarded, that's a different question, but at least it's got a board in it, right? Indeed. I would pay an extra, I don't know what I'd be willing to pay, since I have my own. Lord Tatman, how's it going, brother? NLC Productions. He says, I have to go to my LCS to get some books to get signed at a con next weekend. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Who is going to be there? What are you going to pick up? Okay, so continuing on, I was able to find 2 books that I just have never looked for, but I wanted to get. I was looking for Mystery in Space, right? I was looking for some Mystery in Space stuff. They had like one issue related to Adam Strange, but it was rough. Like, so rough that I didn't even want to get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was not good. So, left that there, but I kept going. It's like a breeding ground for spine ticks, I know. 10 cents, that's what I'm saying. 10 cents, that would be fine for a board. That's no problem. We can do that on top of each book. I would be fine with that. Chan says, I have a few graphic novels with no board, and it was hard to get in and out of sleeve. Yeah, graphic novels, like trades. I have a very few trades. Just a very few. Just a wee bit of trades that are in a bag and board, and they're normally like the thinner ones, you know, that are just capturing like a single story and not just several issues. Yeah. So, I've only got a couple of those. Most of my trades are just trades. They're just sitting there. They're out being there. I don't ever think of my trades as ever, like, to me, trades are not, like, they are something that I want to pick up at a discount. I want to pick them up on sale. I don't place value in them as single issues, first appearance type things. Like, to me, a trade's just a trade. Now, omnibuses and things of that, the omnibuy, those are a completely different story. People, you know, love those, collect those, keep those super nice, and they are expensive to begin with, so they are going to hold their value a lot better. So I'm just talking about normal, like, floppy trades. That's what I'm talking about. Hardcovers and stuff, you can get kind of crazy with that. But just normal floppy trades, I don't, whatever. Those are meant to be read, and spine bent and everything. Just read the crap out of them. Pass them to your friends. Let other people you know read them. You know, that's what trades are for. Let's see. NLC Production said, Frank Cho, Hulk Hogan, artist of Batman Incorporated, Lou Ferrigno, Jason David Frank, and the artist of Batman Bane, Vengeance of Bane, Bane of Vengeance. I get you. Matilda said, no bags and boards in her shop. When the Irish show through. Maybe Scottish chain. Let's see. Flawed says, I use trades in the front and back of boxes to protect the first and last comics from where the handles on the inside flap could damage the books. Good job, good job. I use old boards. Boards that I pull out of books that are like old, need to be rebagged and stuff. So I just have extra, like a few extra backboards in front of each. Indeed, it's Scottish. Alright, now, continuing on. Alright, as we were getting close there. Alright, this is a series I have. There's like 4 books in this series, right? They were all number 1s, right? Right? I'm just going to keep saying right until you get it. You got it? Okay. Right. There were 4 books in this series. I had 2. I've had 2 for a while. And it's just never been one of those things that's been in the front of my mind to actively seek the other 2 and complete it. I'd always wanted them, but I just hadn't that chance encounter with these books hadn't happened until yesterday. I'm flipping through, right? Like I said, looking through Mystery in Space. And what do I find? Mystic Arcana. The 2 I didn't have. So I picked up Mystic Arcana, Sister Grimm. Look at that, that's sick. Cebulski, yeah. Back in the day before he was editor-in-chief. And Scarlet Witch. Mystic Arcana. Nice. So, super happy to get these and finish off this 4-issue set. The other 2 books are somewhere back here. I don't have a clue where they are. But I'll find them, and then we'll put the 4 set together, and it'll be amazing. But the other 2 are Black Knight and Magic. So very, very cool. I picked those up when I was like on a Black Knight kick. So I think they came as like a 2 set, you know, type thing. Extra boards make sense and wouldn't take up as much room as trades. Indeed, brother. But bookshelf. I got bookshelves over here that you guys can't even see. I got another one over there that's full of trades too. That's even more full of trades. And there's trades you can't see, man. I gotta move all this stuff. We're doing that later. I've been talking about that for a while, so I'm gonna do that. What else are we saying here? Thanks. Nice cover. I know what you're saying. Lunchbox Comics said, thanks again for stopping by the auction last night. Right, man? I got a great deal on some Canadian Daredevils. No, they're all the same. But No, that was really cool. They had a fun auction. Sorry I missed the earlier part, so no clue what books I could have possibly missed. When they were doing the auction as part of Facebook, apparently they had technical difficulties over there, and then switched over to doing it as a live show on YouTube last night, and that was a lot of fun. So a lot of good stuff was going on. So everybody check out Lunchbox_Comix if you have not already subscribed to them. Good fun stuff over there. Nose itches. Legend had that problem the other night. Let's see. You don't think you saw those before? Okay. Yeah, Mystic Arcanum. There's 4 books. The other 2, like I said, are Magic from the X-Men and Black Knight from the Avengers. Both very similar covers with the background and just, the characters on the front. So if you can find them, realistically, they're not expensive. You should be able to get the whole set for less than $10. You know what I'm saying? Like, in good shape. There's nothing super collectible about them other than it's just a really cool idea and story that they went with there. So, something cool to pick up. If you ever remember it. That's the thing, is I got the other 2 and forgot about these for a while. Plus makes trades easier to access and look through. Indeed, brother. Indeed. Glad you found them, Justin. Thanks, Matilda. This is a crazy Sunday morning comics video this morning. Is it? Is it really crazy? Is it just normal crazy? I think it's normal. Alright, whatever. Maybe it's crazier than crazy. Daredevil shirt is sick, right? It is sick. It is an awesome Daredevil shirt. That was nuts. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Yeah. Get back on YouTube. Do it. Is that new? No, these are from... When did these come out? Let's look. These came out a long time ago. Oh, come on, Bag of Doom. Release the book. Release the book. Where is it not? I'm about to rip this bag. No, alright. See, sometimes you just have to threaten the bag, and the bag will release the book. So, when did this come out? This came out in January of 2008. January 28. 2008. 2008. Oh, I don't think this book has ever been opened. Wow. Very, very cool. Alright. So, good stuff there. We'll have a new bag for that now. Well, that gets a new bag on our board. I have a small collection of used bags with no boards attached to them. It's hilarious. Like, what do you do with all these? You just got to throw them away, I guess. I don't know. I have my 2 random short boxes of what I would consider like 25-cent to nickel books, and I think all of those have bags though. I don't even know. You just like, you gather up, and this is actually a good looking one. It's fairly clean compared to other ones you get that are like yellow, or just like maybe they were on a wall and they got a lot of sun. They've just faded. Who knows? It's just a weird situation. Lunchbox, got a split Mother's Day. Have a good one, man. Thanks for coming in. Tacoma Comics. What? I missed somebody. Hold on. I missed a whole bunch of people. J-Rod AMC here. How's it going, brother? Joker68, what's up? Tacoma Comics. Yeah, there you are, everybody. Alright. I went on a tangent there. Threaten the bag. That's right. Yep, Tacoma had the good talk. Yeah, last weekend, man, that was good stuff. I put all the spare bags in one bag. Yeah. Sadly, I think I have like a couple random boxes floating around. Like, there's one in that room, and there's one in that closet over here that are just like random comic book supply bags, or boxes, where I've just tons of crap related to the collecting of comic books. Now it won't be a 10.0. You breathed on it. Oh, man. You're right, Matilda. It was opened. It was uncracked. No, it's not either. I mean, there's like, it's been in that box with no with no backboard forever. It's not a perfect issue by any means. But if you pressed it, it would probably be back to like 94, 96-ish territory. But who cares about that, right? Yeah. To Comix says, I throw them away. Just too many janky bags. I mean, I'm with you on that. Flawed said, I'm gonna have to rebag a bunch of stuff. Whenever I open them, I tried to be good and use acid-free tape. Nice, yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's the other thing is you pick up older books or back issues and things like that, and a lot of times like tape breaks or weird stuff happens. Who knows? So, as part of collecting, you do spend a good amount of time rebagging books you just bought. Hogan Peterson, what's going on? Indeed. Holger's here. Everybody's saying good morning. All right. So, 3 more books that I picked up. And I was just like randomly looking through long boxes. You know what I'm saying? Just randomly looking. Aimlessly looking was really what I was doing. I was aimlessly looking. And I was in a hurry. So I was in like aimless, fast-paced, long box digging. But it was still aimless, right? So then I'm over at like S's. And I'm about to dig in Spider-Man. And I randomly reach over and see pass by Spawn, right? And I'm like, oh, okay, Spawn's cool. And I'm digging through there, and I'm like, all right, well, what about the Spawn, the black and white issue with Cerebus, right? What was that, like 11? Was that 11? I think it was 11, right? So I'm digging through, and I find that. I'm like, all right, cool. Wait a minute. This one's got a backboard. They wanted $35 for that, and it was in that box with all these other books laying on it that didn't have boards, and it was the only one with a board. So no, not worth that amount of money, right? So I'm like, all right, whatever. I flip one more. 9, Angela, first appearance. How much do they want? $25. Again, it is in a backboard, but also in this long box with books that which are not, so no, not worth that. Would have to be pressed. So I'm like, all right, I'll keep digging. They had all the way up to Spawn number 3, not in backboards, which just hurt my soul just a little bit. So I'm like, I'll pass on that. Jump to the next box, right? What is in the next box? I flip through and I see, boom. What do I see? I see the first series of back in the day of Medieval Spawn and Witchblade, which the new one just came out this week. So I was like, okay, cool. I will check that out. It's a 3-issue run. They only had issue 1 and 2. And they were both like $6. No. Those books are not $6 books. It's not $12 for 2, and I still got to go find the third. I looked on eBay last night and get all 3 for like nothing. And get all 3 for less than 12 ships. You know what I'm saying? So, not a good deal. Do what? What are we doing? Yes, I know. Be like me. I don't have a soul. What? Matilda doesn't have a soul. I know. That's what I'm saying, Flawed. The Cerebus issue is like a $5 Spawn issue, and they had it there $35. Right? Ain't happening. Not gonna happen, Captain. So, I was about to move on. I was about to just move on from that box, right? And a couple books fell. And they revealed something, and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. And then I was like, holy crap, there's a whole bunch of people in this book. So, we picked up Curse of Spawn. Here we go, everybody. Curse of Spawn, from also in the 90s at some point, I would assume. But this is not a wraparound cover. But if you look down here, we have Turner, and then on the other side, we got McFarlane and Capullo. Like, everybody is 97, okay? 90. I guess it's all 97. But yeah, so Michael Turner, Todd McFarlane, and Greg Capullo all on one cover. That's just really, really sick. So had to grab it. They jacked up the price $1. They had it for $3. But it's in really good shape, so I was okay with this one. Alright, so that's super cool. Then I also picked up issue number 10. Michael Turner, of course. And issue 11. Again, Michael Turner down here. I don't think... did they have issue 12? Issue 12 looked different. Like I don't know if it was still Turner or what, but the story definitely changed and the books had kind of changed. So, did these make a thing? I was trying to see if these made like a thing, but they don't. But still very cool. Still very cool. So I was okay with that. I was okay with that. Okay, now even worse, guys. Even worse. Face itches now. Like Dollar Bin. No bag, no board, no nothing. Just loose books, and they mark the top with a red stripe. So they've all got red on the top. So Dollar Bin hunting at my shop is not worth it at all. At all. At all. It's horrible. Why would they do that? What? What are we talking about, Lion King? Matilda said that everybody agreed she's dead inside because she doesn't like the Lion King. Aww. What's going on? Man, hope you're doing good, Joker. That's what I'm saying. No bags, no boards. It makes me cringe, brother. Chan. Yes, I agree. I am with you 100%. It hurts your soul when you're looking at books that are just that are damaged. Like you can see, regardless, without walking close to them, you know that that's a bunch of crap, and you don't really want to dig through it. You didn't like Toy Story either? That's cool. It's okay. It's okay. We're not judging, Matilda. We don't judge here. There's no judging. Miss Hustle, she didn't like it either, so her soul's on break. It's crazy that our soul is tied to Disney films. Or Pixar. Disney and Pixar have the rights to our soul. Crap. How did that happen? I think we messed up somewhere along the lines, everybody. We screwed up. What are we going to do? Okay. So let's get to the bigger topic at hand, as it were, here today. What if today was the day you started collecting? What would you do? I mean, we're going to go at this in two different ways. One would be the perspective of someone never having collected before and only being exposed to, you know, superheroes through media other than comics. You know what I'm saying? So TV shows, movies, things of that sort. People telling them things. Maybe they saw a comic at their friend's house or in the library or whatever. But they've never actually gone to a shop and bought one before. So that's one. The other aspect, of course, would be most of us who at some point had a collection in their life, got rid of it, whatever happened to it, and now at some point we started back, right? So you got two completely different perspectives. We'll just go with the first one because it's a little bit easier, and I kind of touched on it earlier, whereas I think that going into a shop for your first time, Matilda said she picked up two. She picked up 2 books, right? Her first time in. So that's good. I was thinking 3 just to add some more diversity, but that was just how my brain was working. So my thought was, you're going to be already influenced, right? That person walking into the shop for the first time, whoever, is going to already have an idea of what they kind of want, right? They've already seen something in a TV show, a movie, whatever, that sparked their interest enough to carry them to a comic book shop and make them walk in the door, right? So, they, like I said before, it's probably going to be one of the main superheroes. It could be an ancillary character. You don't know. It could be randomly this person saw that old crappy pilot for Generation X, and they are just super, super into Jubilee, right? Or whatever. Or whoever was on that show. I can't even remember. It was like or we could say Banshee. Whatever. Any random X-Men. So they could instantly want to go toward an X-Men story, right? Maybe they, this person's dad or somebody in their family was a Superman fan, or they just like Superman. So they're going to pick up a Superman book, right? So you're going to have something to identify with initially when you walk in. Nobody walks in going, I've never heard of any of this before. It just doesn't happen unless they're like 2, and at that point you're getting something for them, right? So we're talking cognitive thought already developed here, and you're able to, make your own decisions, right? So you're going to grab one of those books, right? One of, Superman, Batman, Justice League, Avengers, Cap, blah, 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 blah. You're going to have a big name book that you can at least show other people, and they will know what it is. You know what I'm saying? So that kind of gives you that still foothold with other people that maybe don't read books, right? But they know who that person is also. So that's one book that you're probably going to get, right? The next one that I would suggest would just be a cover. The coolest cover you see, get it. That's not a ridiculous variant overpriced edition of something. Normal, awesome cover. Just pick something that visually speaks to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that would be the way to go with book number 2. And book number 3, ask somebody at the counter for a suggestion. They will ask you what you like, what not comics. You're first. You're new here. So they're going to ask you, like, what movies you like. You read, like, any books. You like certain video games, like certain TV shows. Like, try to gauge, if they're good, try to kind of gauge what your interest would be. And based upon that, they're going to suggest something. Dig into it. So that would be 3 books that you could walk away from the shop. 2, you would have virtually no idea what you're getting into. Would just be fun. And 1, you already have some type of relatability to. You know what I'm saying? So that would be, if I was walking into a shop for the first time, that would try to be my mindset. Or anybody that ever asked me, I'm thinking about going to a comic shop. What should I do? That would be the thing. Because you can be in and out for like $10. Unless you only get Marvel books, then it'd be like $12. So. Let's see, what he's saying here. A lot of people way older than those 2 cognitive thoughts in the question. Matilda got League of Extraordinary Gentlemen and Alias. Nice. Good choices. Good choices. Comics with Bueller said, first step to collecting, don't buy digital. That is a good point. I will say that, especially if it's somebody's like first time getting into it, I really feel that they need to go to a shop. They need to go somewhere where they can physically buy books. I mean, trade's a good way to get people into whole stories, but we're just talking about single issues. We could talk about a broader thing at some point. Maybe we will later, but just single issues is kind of what I was going to focus on. And yes, I feel that you need to go. Digital can come later. I myself read a ton digitally just because I've got too much. And there's some books I want to read, but I don't actually want to have in my collection. You know what I'm saying? So digital can come later. But to begin with, yes, I feel like you need to go to a shop. You need to get the book in your hand for the whole experience of, the 10 minutes that it takes to read a book, if that long. Depending upon who the writer is, could be 30 minutes. Could Could be a lot of dialogue. You never know. Sometimes the art can just suck you in. It could be a longer time than that. Whatever. So, but I am with you on that. Physical is a must in the beginning, and it is something that will probably carry throughout, especially with certain titles. But digital is also a way to go. I just don't feel like it's a way to start. But maybe that's just me being old school. Am I old school? I don't know. Let's see. Chan the Nerd said, I'm about an hour and a half away from my nearest comic shop. Dang. That stinks, Chad. I'm sorry, man. I am sorry. That stinks. But you can order online, right? Maybe that's the best option. ComicFrontline said his book 1 would be a cool cover, book 2 would be a key issue, and book 3 a recommended story in trade. Nice. Those are good. Those are good. But I guess book 2 would have to be a recommended key. You wouldn't know what a key is? Right? Now, all right. So hold on. Let me catch up on the comments, and then we'll go with option 2 of how to start. Miss Hustle said, and sometimes you got to go with digital when you can't find the book and really want to read it. That is my rescue. No, I'm completely with you. Sometimes they run out, or there's other times where I know I'm gonna get a book and want to read it before I can go pick it up. You know what I'm saying? So I'll just go ahead and read it digitally. Especially if it's a book we need to review for like Thursday on JLS Comics for Thursday's Comic Conversation at 8:30. Plug. If we're reviewing a certain book there and I haven't read it yet, haven't made it to the shop yet, or whatever, then yes, I'll go ahead and just boom, burn through that one online and read it and get caught up. And it's always a good experience. You read a book real quick. It goes quick. I think it goes quicker. I don't think I focus on art as much when I'm looking at it in a digital format. I think I'm more focused. But again, a lot of time when I'm reading digitally, I'm pushed for time. So that could influence where I'm just reading. I'm reading and clicking next. Read next. Read next. You know what I'm saying? So maybe that influences it. Jan says, yeah, order sometime. Cool. Joker68 said, back in 77, I bought a Batman book. Nice. Poor Man's Comic says, oh man, if I started collecting comics today, I'd be broke by tomorrow because prices are ridiculous. Brother. That's what I'm saying. You would have to go in like super limited. I mean, it is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. Whatever. You could just buy all Alterna. All their books are like $1.25. I still need to pick up some of their books. Just to check them out. We talked to Peter, the creator, the founder of Alterna, and man, I can't even remember that one book that I wanted. I gotta find it. But for whatever reason, my shop doesn't really have Alterna. Like, I never see Alterna there. They were at Toys R Us. Toys R Us had them, so that was weird. But no, I definitely want to check those out. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. Stepping on a dog. Poor Man's Comics, yeah. Miss Hustle said, I have 2 issues of her and couldn't find more. If I had to go toward Hard Trades Comics with dealer. Oh, okay. What are y'all talking about? I don't know what y'all are talking about. Yes. All right. So option 2, like we're talking about here, is someone who used to collect, used to have a collection, whatever, and now you're walking back into the shop, right? Now, after 10, 20 years with not picking up any books, you're walking back into the shop. What are you going to grab? This would probably go more along with Comically Flawed, whereas you're going to get a key. You're definitely going to get some like nostalgia book. Some book that you used to have is what you want to get that. You want to get something that you used to have because it was cool in your mind. So maybe that book isn't necessarily like a high dollar book. You never know. It could be. It could be. It could just be an old Image book, a book from the 90s, a random book from the 80s. You never know. It may not be a key, but you're probably going to get one, like a book that you used to have. You're probably going to look at keys, and depending upon what key particularly, you're probably going to end up with a key of some sort, right? So you're going to get a nostalgia book, a key of some sort, a new book, because you got to look at the new stuff. And for that, with a new book, you're probably going to go with a character that you used to collect hardcore, or you're going to look for an artist that you really liked from back in the day and find them on a new book and grab that. You know, maybe a writer, but more than likely, it's your first time back, you're going to go visual. So those are your three, and then whatever, you might get a trade of something just to catch up on some story you heard about. So as somebody going back in, you're going to pick up a few more things. You might pick up a small box already. Because you know how bad this addiction is going to drag you down this road to endless boxes full of comics. You know how bad and how fast it's going to happen. So you might as well just pick up, bags, boards, short box, a long box, and, a whole bunch of other crap. Order some Mylar. So so say you stopped right now and fast forward 10 years. What nostalgia book, not key, not anything, what's like one book, if you were starting over, one book that you would just want to have in your collection? I'll give you an example. So like me, it would probably be either Stormwatch #1, the original Stormwatch. It's a cheap book, but if I didn't have any comics, I would want that one again. Or we would go with a Thor 337. So like if I'm walking into a shop for the first time ever again after 10 years, I'm probably picking up a Stormwatch out of the dollar bin. I'm going to ask if they have a Thor 337, and may or may not get that one depending upon the price. I will probably get the newest issue of Daredevil that has come out. Maybe the newest couple. And then I will probably get a trade of an X-Men event. That would be the things that I would walk back into a shop and probably get if I was starting over again. That would be the bag I would hopefully walk out of the shop with. Stormwatch #1, because that was the book that turned me on to Image. That was like my first non-Marvel, non-DC book. I really, really dug it. At least, the first like 20 issues or something before they killed off Battalion. So really dug that one. And like I said, Beta Ray Bill, of course, that was just always one of my favorite story arcs. Really enjoyed that one. It's kind of exploded since then into some other stuff. But what can you do? Again, the newest issue or two of Daredevil, just to see where that story's going, what's going on with Daredevil. And then a trade of a recent X-Men event, just so I'd have some X-Men fun, because I've always been an X-Men fan. So that would be like my 4 things. If I was walking back into the shop right now, I wouldn't be looking for, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know about Art Germ variant covers. I wouldn't know about the Young Gun stuff. I may not know about this Jonathan Hickman guy and these great stories that he writes, or Rick Remender, or any of this stuff. I'd just be going back in with stuff that I knew from whenever, right? What are we saying? I missed a whole bunch of stuff. Okay, here we go. Matilda said that she's glad she started when she did. All right. Joker68 says, I know we're talking about today, but back in the future, I was able to pick up one character. I'd pick up Batman because he was on more books. Justice League, Detective. I knew I could get 3 books, and I knew that I could get nice. Yeah, that's a good way to do it. If you like Like one of those certain characters that shows up everywhere. That's always in multiple books. That's always awesome. And just collect that whole character. That'd be a good one to go. That's a good route. I understand what you're saying there. I like that. Gomez. Gomez, what you doing, man? Gomez's daughter's using the phone. Hey. Poor Man's Comics says, Beetlejuice #1, Captain Planet #1, Chuck Norris #1 for nostalgia, and A-Team #1. What? Those are cool. Captain Planet #1. That is a book I have never thought about. But that is really cool. I was actually thinking yesterday, before like I found these Mystic Arcanums and stuff, I was like, man, what have I just like not ever really read that I wanted to read? Because I was flipping through something and I got stuck on some G.I. Joe issues. I think they were like IDW G.I. Joe issues, right? And I was just kind of flipping through those, and I was like, all right, well, I mean, G.I. Joe would be a good place to start, but I don't even know where I would want to start with G.I. Joe. I mean, it's been going on for so long. If I wanted to jump into G.I. Joe comics, I would have to sit down and like research a couple runs to see where I would want to jump, right? But I was thinking, I was like, all right, well, what's something else? And I was like, Thundercats, right? I never made it to T, so that's something I'll probably do in the future. I would like to read some Thundercats comics. I really haven't, other than He-Man versus Thundercats that DC did, what, a year and a half ago? That was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that. So I would like to, I think I have a couple issues, random issues of Thundercats from Image when they were over there. But that's something I would like to, man, I think all those books should be super cheap too, right? Other than the first Thundercats from back in the day, that one can carry a price, I guess. I think that should be a goal. All the Thundercats comics. All of them. Because most of them are 25-cent dollar books, somewhere in there, right? Alright, we have a new goal. I'm going to try to get a whole bunch of Thundercats comics. He-Man is a different story. I have all of the DC He-Man stuff from New 52 to present. So going back, I could probably do that. But yeah, Thundercats. Killing Joke would be a good one to get. Yes, sir, it would. That would be an awesome one to get. Man, I lucked out and bought a collection when I started getting back into comics, right? I wanted some Batmans, and I was randomly looking on Craigslist, right? And a guy had like a short box-ish. It was like the size of a short box, but it wasn't a short box. A box full of Batmans, right? And he wanted $50. So I was like, man, that's a lot. It was like over 100. It was like 100 books. We'll say 100, right? From the picture, anyway. So I go up, meet him, like a Publix parking lot. And that's super cool. No problem. I had his son with him, so everything was cool. Everything was legit. I wasn't worried for my life with a Craigslist shakedown scam or anything. No. So it was cool. I dug through the books, and it was what I thought it was going to be, as far as a lot of it was 90s Batman stuff. A lot of Nightfall. What was it? Was Nightfall, Night Crusade, and what was it? Night's End. All right, so it was like a lot of those, some random other Batmans, and then he had a first print of The Killing Joke and a first print of Batman: The Dark Knight, and they were bagged, boarded in big bags, big boards, and both in good shape. So I think so they were $50, right? I offered him $40. I wasn't gonna be like, I'll give you $20 and be a douche that way. So I offered him $40, and I think he ended up taking like $45. So we just met in the middle. But for those two alone, first prints of those was awesome. The bigger point though was that I got all this Nightfall stuff that I loved growing up. You know what I'm saying? So it was like getting a big chunk of my Batman collection from back in the day back. So that was a lot of fun. So don't be afraid to do that too. If there's something out there, I mean, look, Craigslist, but we'll see what happens. Have a good one, Matilda. Comic with Flaw just got 18, 1, 2, and 3. Nice. I pity the fool that don't like B.A. Baraka. That's right. Pity the fool. What a man. Murdoch. Murdoch was my favorite. He was fun. Let's see. Chain the Nerd said, Metal number 2, Infinity War, and DC and Marvel crossover number 1. Yeah. Dude, that's good. Or even JLA Avengers. That would be a good one. Just because you get awesome scenes in that with, like, Superman with Cap's shield and Thor's hammer. It's freaking incredible. It's just one of those scenes that you always want to see, and you get to see it in a book. Poor Man's Comics said, oh man, definitely the He-Man series. Chan loves the Killing Joke. Yes, sir. Or loved it. Flawed said, I'd like some more old silver or old gold, silver, Disney stuff. Yeah, that's good stuff to get, man. It's good stuff to get. Silver and gold. Silver and gold, baby. Can't go wrong. Whatever it is, it's good stuff. Infinity War was epic, Rag said. Yeah, man. Yeah. Are you talking about the series or the movie? Either way. Infinity Crusade, man, that was good. See, I think I have all the Infinity, like the earlier wars. I got Gauntlet, War, and Crusade. I have all those, right? I was on like a quest. I was on a Thanos quest for a while to get all the Infinities. And the only one I don't have completed, named Infinity, is the Hickman Infinity. I have parts of it. Might have most of it in trade. Where are my Avengers trades? I might have most. I got some Infinity in trade. So I would like to pick those up and just have those. And of course, we do have the New Avengers, issue 9, 8, 9, whatever. The first appearance of the Black Order back there. So I got that one as part of it. Oh, okay. Happy Mother's Day. That's right. Let's see. See, Rag, have a good one, brother. Yeah, there was. Chan. Miss Uzzle said, I bought a box for $25 from an older man. Thought it was a good way to find new stuff I like or don't like. Indeed. That is a good point. When you buy stuff, you're either going to like it or you're not. So it will either add to your collection or make you realize what you don't want to add to your collection. It's a win-win either way. You either get something you want or you save money in the future. That's how easy that is, right? That's how easy that is. Frank Corvino! What's going on, Frank Corvino? As we take a drink there. Alright. Frank's here. Yeah. So those would kind of be the ways I would think about it. For anybody in the chat, let me know if you think that's a good one. Anybody in the chat, anybody after this watching this, what are 3 books? Let's do that. 3 books you would pick up if you were walking into a shop for the first time. Whether it be, you can say your perspective, whether it be completely new or someone who is getting back into collecting and doesn't have any books. So the key is you don't have any books. You're walking into the shop either for the first time or as someone who used to have books, right? So what are 3 things that you would pick up? Let's go with, we'll we'll set it as nostalgia book. What did I say? Yeah, nostalgia book, current book, and a key. So current title, a book you used to have, and a key. Go. Thanks, Frank. Appreciate it. Daredevil. I need Thor shirts. I don't have, like, I have Thor on a couple Marvel shirts, but I don't have, like, a Thor shirt. It's kind of weird. There's also a Beta Ray Bill shirt on eBay that I am debating. I've been debating for a while. I just need to pull the trigger on it. I had no idea before I buy it, but I was in there. But what was in there, luckily one off my list was What If Elektra Had Lived? Nice. Yeah. I love the What If series. I have a lot of fun with those. And it's cheap, man. You can get a ton of What If books for nothing. And it's just fun stories, especially if you know or you've heard the other side of the story that we've always heard. Now here's a what if. What if things were different? What if we wrote this story a different way and some crazy stuff happened? Like I said, it's you know, it's kind of What If was probably first, maybe? I don't know. If Elseworld, whenever DC started doing their stuff, but it's, you know, it's their mirror of each other for that aspect of telling stories that are different. I wish Marvel would kind of push those a little bit further, but I mean, Age of Ultron was pretty much a what if, and that was crazy, right? That was awesome. Everybody dug that, and we got Angela pulled over to the Marvel Universe because of a what if event. Kind of can't beat that. You kind of can't beat that. Not with anything. So, alright. We're getting close to rounding up or winding down the show here. But I just want to thank everybody for showing up in the chat. Really, really appreciate it, guys. Just kind of letting me kind of spout off what I was thinking about today and this morning. Showing off a few books. Hopefully, you know, you saw something now you're going to have to go look and grab. Or maybe lead you down a different direction into collecting something else. There's always some other series that we could be picking up, or that we want to pick up after we finish picking up this series, or whatever. It's a never-ending battle. The struggle with collecting is real. But that's why we're here to support each other, right? Frank said, I'd get Daredevil book for new, X-Men book for nostalgia, and a Spider-Man book for key. Just off the top of my head. Hey, those are all good choices. Frank. I'm with you, brother. Those are some good stuff. Chan said current comic would be newest detective comic issue, key comic, Marvel and DC crossover #1, and a Venom comic for nostalgia. Nice. Nice. Joker said we share the same interests. In the same book. Wildcats #1. I even won a newsstand of it. Yes, sir. That is an awesome book. Wildcats #1 was sick. I loved that thing when it came out. It was so cool. Miss Hustle said, I would get a Lecter book, a Lenore trade, and Uncle Scrooge for nostalgia. Nice. Man, I've been so close to picking up Darkwing Duck. I kind of want to get a Darkwing Duck comic book for nostalgia. Or like Tailspin. Is there a Tailspin book yet? I want a Tailspin book. Where's Tailspin at? Comic Flawed said, so nostalgia. I would go with Spawn #1, Key, Fantastic 438, and current detective comic. Nice. Yeah, Key's crazy because you're only limited by funds at that point of what key you would get. See, Poor Man's Comics goes to the extreme with nostalgia, Captain Planet, sweet. New, Port of Earth. Man, that's cool, man. That is really cool. I picked up Port of Earth #1, and I haven't picked up the rest, but that's really cool to hear somebody say that they really liked Port of Earth. And then for Key would be Amazing Fantastic 15. Realistic Key, Poor Man's Comics. Realistic Key. A realistic Key. Otherwise, we're all going to say, like, Amazing Fantasy 15, you know, Detective 38. You know, like, come on. There is a Tailspin, and Comically Flawed has them. I gotta find that. Comics with Bueller said, let Starfighter movie comic. Nice. Are they? I heard something new about that. I heard something new about a Last Starfighter. Is there like a new book or a new movie or something? Last Starfighter, something. Tailspin, I always spell that wrong. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Tailspin. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff on Sunday Morning Comics, everybody. All right, we will wrap it up as it is Mother's Day. So people got busy stuff to do and things to do. So at least go say hey to some family today and eat some good food with some people. That's your goal. That's your goal today. Read some comics. JLS Comics, I think, is doing a live show later today where he will be doing like some Q&A stuff and his contest giveaway drawing stuff. I think it's later today. Keep our fingers crossed. He was a bit under the weather yesterday. So, good wishes out to our good buddy JLS. So, like I said, check us out on Thursday night for Thursday's Comic Conversation at 8:30. And I will be back this week with some more stuff. I think I'm just going to do some more topic videos and just talk about some random stuff. Because that's fun, right? All right. Have a good one, everybody. Thanks a lot. Talk to you soon. Maybe.